Today a light will shine upon us, for the Lord is born for us. He will be called Wondrous God, Prince of Peace, Father of future ages, and his reign will be without end. Here I am, my Lord and my God. I firmly believe that you are that Prince of Peace. I firmly believe that you are here, that you see me, that you hear me. I adore you, Prince of Peace, and I ask your pardon for all my sins and the grace to make these 10 minutes with you at Christmas fruitful. My Immaculate Mother who adores you, Saint Joseph who is also there, and my guardian angel who protects, intercede for me. These words from Isaiah, today a light will shine upon us, for the Lord is born for us. He will be called Wondrous God, Prince of Peace, Father of future ages. His reign will be without end. Those are the words from the entrance antiphon of the Mass at dawn that evoke the very distant figure of the prophet Isaiah. He was a court prophet of the tribe of Judah who dreamt about this day, who confided that one day, today, this light would illuminate our lives as a little child's innocence can light up a room by his gurgling, by his giggling, by even a simple smile. The gurgling of a baby touches us and makes us immediately more protective. Now we've spent Advent waiting patiently, getting ready. Now the shopping malls have been pretty empty all this time. Do you still remember the sounds of the crowds in the marketplaces? Well, we've been waiting here, many of us in front of Zoom screens and in front of computers, and we've been waiting for this day, Lord, to see you. In fact, we've been waiting most of this year very patiently. So now, let us go over to Bethlehem with the shepherds and bring him our concerns, our worries, our preoccupations. In fact, Luke recorded this later, and he gets their sense of excitement. They said, let us go over to Bethlehem and see this thing that has happened, which the Lord has made known to us. Many people are busy about these days getting gifts, but we're going to see this gift of salvation. Now it'll take some time to get to Bethlehem. It's been dark, but I can see in the distance there's this marvelous light, but it's foggy. In fact, I can see it's my glasses that are fogging up because of this mask I'm constantly wearing. So I'm going to clean it with the corner of my shirt so I can properly see you, Jesus. Streams of people are lining up. Everybody is keeping their distance, but they are lining up. What Isaiah said is really true. A light will shine upon us, for the Lord is born for us. Now he is here. We're getting closer. He's here in his lonely little stable, away from the lights of the big city. The crowds are there, but they're strangely quiet. Nobody seems to be agitated. Even as the crowds are growing, there are lineups, there are children, and everybody's living the 6-meter rule. No fussing. We've heard it sung as Holy Night and Silent Night. But really, if you listen, you'll hear an even more familiar variety of sounds. If you pay attention, you'll make out the braying of donkeys and the bleating of sheep in the distance. They too are coming to Bethlehem, and maybe the occasional cheerful chickadee chirping and lots of crickets. They're also there. Some people have arrived by car, others have waited in a relatively crowded bus. They're getting out gingerly. And there's so many people now, Lord, that want to see you. Now, Lord, I'm not sure if I too can see you. It's late at night, there's a damp and musty smell in the air. So Joseph, I can see he's carefully prepared a fire. I'm going to help him to gather some firewood. But the fire started, and I've gotten a few logs. The twigs will keep it going. But I don't want to stay away too long from Mary. We have to get back and just watch. And then we see him there in the manger, tightly wrapped in swaddling cloths. He's so innocent. I can see him. He's sleeping, and it seems like sometimes he's waking up a little bit. He's being stirred, but he now seems to go back to bed, or he's sleeping again. You know, I heard that one of the accounts of the apocryphal Gospels tells the story of Joseph just outside the cave. He's trying to stay alert, but he's a bit sleepy. And then suddenly the story says that this burly-looking old man comes to him, and he's hairy and rather odd-looking, with long fingers and uncut fingernails, and he points to Joseph with an odd and luminous gaze, and he tries to tempt him. And it turns out that it's actually Satan. Do you really believe that little child is the Son of God? Come on now, that can't be. Do you really believe that the prophecy of Isaiah, the supposed prophecy who said that the government will be on his shoulders and he will be called Wonderful Counselor? Come on. Prince of Peace? Come on. That little child? What can he do? He's so weak. Joseph shudders at the voice. He can just feel the putrid smell. You evil one, I'm not talking to you. Get out of here, be gone. And the old man, the hairy man that is Satan, disappears. Now Joseph turns to the child and breathes a sigh of relief. You can see this image in many ancient icons from the Byzantine period. But now he's safe. And, well, I'll keep watch with Joseph, lest anybody try to get in. Many have seen things of beauty. Many have seen amazing sunsets. They've seen canyons with stunning waterfalls, the night sky with the immensity of the cosmos, and so many natural beauties in this world. But what these shepherds and what you and I are seeing now is beyond anything anyone has ever seen. It is the most beautiful thing. They had gone in haste to see what the Lord had made known to them. They hastened and did not let any obstacles get in the way. Now, not only are they fascinated by the beauty, but now they hasten to tell others even more. Luke tells us when they saw this, they made known the message that had been told them about this child, and all who heard it were amazed by what had been told them by the shepherds. Everybody's amazed. Lord, allow me to be amazed too at your beauty, at your wonder. Indeed, Isaiah uses a powerful expression. How beautiful upon the mountains are the feet of him who brings glad tidings, announcing peace, bearing good news, announcing salvation, and saying to Zion, your God is King. How beautiful are the feet. We tend to think of feet as smelly, as dirty. But if the one carries such a message, the truth of God's closeness to us, that he is not distant, he is not far off and oblivious, he is here so close that he wants to be cared for, and he is in need of our intimacy. He is a babe that needs our attention. Lord, I'm going to give you all my attention. We know that St. Bridget of Sweden, she made the long pilgrimage to Bethlehem in the 14th century. And there she had a marvelous vision where she saw Mary and Joseph in this very, very dark stable. And it was so dark that Joseph brought in a candle. And there she saw the Blessed Virgin removing her sandals and then removing her veil. And suddenly she gave birth, and the whole place was lit up with this beautiful, pure luminosity. No longer did you need that candle that Joseph had brought in. And she describes it, and she says that as Joseph entered, he prostrated himself on the floor, and he just wept for joy. This description has been used in subsequent paintings of the Nativity. You just look at any paintings of Mary and Joseph kneeling with the child on the ground, naked, but luminous and beautiful. She adores, and the child emits this captivating light. You are small, my Jesus, but I am captivated by the splendor of your divine sweetness. And I kneel down in front of you because you are a mere child, and you truly do illuminate my life. You give meaning to my life. You give purpose to everything I do. For some, Christmas has been usurped by Black Friday and consumerism. But let us take it back. Forget the video games and just stand humbly and read the gospel narrative and be illuminated by the light of that little baby. With the ox and the ass fighting for attention, they warm him with their noses and their breath. You can be a shepherd, you can be a wise man, whatever you want. But he is the light of our life. Thank you, Jesus, for coming among us, being so innocent and so humble. I'm here to be with you and to adore you with Joseph and Mary. I thank you, my God, for the good resolutions, affections, and inspirations that you have communicated to me in this meditation, this time of prayer. I ask your help to put them all into effect. My Immaculate Mother, Saint Joseph, my Father and Lord, my guardian angels, intercede for me.